guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sameti. The YouTube how you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. We are joined today by a very special guest, Irene, aka, is it pronounced Renee or Renee Draws?
Renee.
Renee. All right.
It's fine. Most people pronounce it Renee. So I'm used to it by now.
Yeah.
I just try to be special.
I used to have it as Renee. I used to look at it and go Renee after I saw your name was Irene. I don't know where it didn't connect this time around. Drop the ball, man.
It's all right. It happens.
Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to be here.
Awesome sauce. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. It's
of course. Pleasure to be here.
Welcome, Frog G.
Frog G! You're in every single chat that I see. You're awesome, dude.
Link master indeed.
He is the link master.
Chapter 1.
Yes!
Thanks for dropping the links, mods. Welcome, Simon Sim.
Hello!
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hey, Sim. Yo. Hey, welcome, Chimera.
Ball is here. I was literally just on a call with him.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't tell him I was going on a stream. I was just like, okay, bye, I have to go. Probably should have mentioned it, but I was in a rush. I'm sorry,
like,
Bolt.
What's happening?
You're right.
Something's afoot. Something suspicious.
What's with that bitch? I'm sorry, is this a clean language stream? You have to tell me.
Oh, no. Adults.
Okay, good. Because I have a really hard time censoring myself.
Feel free to take off any duct tape and have at it.
Yay!
Stop the profanity, like a broken water main.
I can do that.
All right, sweet. Creators Outlet. Welcome, Hail Chat. Hello. Hello's all around. Hello. Hail.
El Gargoyle is here.
Testament graphic novel. Nice.
Ah, yes. Testament looks awesome.
Hail. Welcome, Vault Kobold. Hello, all. All right. Simon says, did you see the new stuff I've been sharing for the Natverse and the Loani and Rose Story, Frog G? Sweet. Frog G, what's up? Chimera says, thanks, Frog. Links are appreciated unless it's Sims books. Oh my cold.
Damn.
Cold.
It's already fighting in the chat.
Hail. Dropping the horns. Chimera says, good to see manga and CG thriving. Hell yeah.
Yay!
Pretty exciting. I love seeing more people in manga because manga
kicks ass.
It does. It seems like it hasn't encountered any slowdown since the pandemic and DC and Marvel going to crap.
I know. I mean, you would think with the pandemic, people would read more books and buy more comics. And
wasn't that crazy? I mean, I saw things falling into place. Excuse me. I mean, the pandemic was happening. It was becoming clear that they were going to start shutting things down unnecessarily. And then DC and Marvel make this stupid announcement as a result of Diamond collapsing inward. And, became all so clear that there was this giant monopoly and they rigged the system.
They addressed the problem too late. It's like, well, now they're going with different distributors, but it's you put all your eggs in one basket with Diamond, and everybody's like, you have to go with Diamond. There's no way to distribute if you don't go with Diamond. Oh, really? oh really? Look what
Yeah.
indies are doing. I'm gonna shake that diamond.
And then you go and you see him go pencils down, and it's like, what?
Oh yeah, that was fucked.
That made no sense.
Right. I'm like, why are your pencils downing in a time where everybody's trapped at home?
Yeah,
It's just because the distributor cut its business, but it's like
why would you let that impact your ability?
Fuckery, complete fuckery.
Yes, yeah, damn straight, man, preach. It was like if there was any time in history to make a move and get ahead of the game and get more product written and produced, even if you're
it's right now during pandemic. I wish I got Fiendish out a few months earlier, like in the middle of the pandemic. But then again, it's like a lot of people were out of work, so I'm not sure if that would necessarily been a good thing. But I feel like manga sales went up, so maybe not. Maybe that's not so much of a problem.
Well, there was also Hollywood basically shutting down too.
Oh yeah, that was good for animation, but that's also more business for other types of entertainment.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so people wanted to be entertained. They were tired of all the political crap and the whole shamdemic. And you go out in search of entertainment, and manga is one of those sources for sure.
Yes, it is. Manga is awesome.
Don't mind Chimera. He's just trying to cheat his way into beating the Tales from the Netverse campaign.
The chat is already fighting amongst themselves.
Oh no, there's going to be another rift in CG.
Clearly. This is a deadly rivalry we see before us.
Oh my gosh. Havoc at this, Havoc on Indiegogo. Check it out.
Yeah, check out Havoc.
The what campaign? Oh, never.
Dang.
Jesus Christ, I'm losing my mind. I've seen the post about Tales from the Netverse looking good. Indiegogo hates me. They won't take my money. What? Is it one of those banking issues?
What?
Sometimes they reject it thinking it's fraud. I don't know if that's the situation with you, though.
That's weird.
Chimera says, I think I've been in lockdown.
It's bad when the introverts want to get out.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying. I loved it at first for like 10 months straight, and I'm like, I'm ready for this to be over.
There you go. Yeah. Are you international? We are all losing our minds. It's the comics way.
It is. It's the comics way. Did you ask me if I'm international?
I think they were troubleshooting the
guy who had problem paying. Yeah, that might be a problem. Though I think Indiegogo is much better than Kickstarter for international people, from my experience. But I don't know. Maybe that's it.
I wasn't sure. I mean, I've heard of some reports of people having issues with the banking, and I think it has to do with either people having credit unions instead of banks, and so there's less trust put in them. It's against it.
Yeah, maybe use like a different card or something.
Yeah, and I think it's like some people were using Amex or.
Amex sucks.
Other cards. Well, yeah, but people gravitate towards Amex because they seem pretty liberal in terms of your credit limit.
Oh,
so that if you're a big spender and you're able to pay it off, then you'll probably have greater odds of getting a bigger credit increase. Right.
I see. Makes sense.
Yep.
I don't know about these things. My light again.
Creator's outlet is in USA. Chimera says, can't remember. Might need to contact the bank. Lol. Fiendish, Chapter 1, Demons. Mysteries that lurk between the dimensions.
4 days left. 4 days. I don't know what Indiegogo is telling me, like 3 days. It ends Friday night. So there you go.
Friday.
Friday is the last day.
Friday is the official last day.
Yes.
You got to make note of that.
Yeah.
Actually, let me literally make note of that. Friday. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. And I will be doing a closeout stream on my channel. So, I'm going to be on Sugar Chris's channel around noon, and then I close out on mine. So, check both of our channels out if you aren't subscribed to them. Yeah. Yeah. You'll be getting a lot of that.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Did you say you were going to be on his around noon?
Yeah.
What time is it?
I'm on EST.
All right, so am I. Yeah, I'm going to be at work at noon. All right. So
I'm going to take a long lunch break. Just be like, whatever. I work from home.
I wasn't sure if you were going to literally start streaming from after you get off of Chris's show and all the way through midnight Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern.
I don't think so. I think I actually have to go back to work.
Oh.
But after I get off work, I work from home, but I do have to show up at work. I do. They do watch me. But after work, I'll probably just start streaming, and I'll just be up till 3 and hope I don't die.
I hear that.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I hear that. Smash the like, ding the bell. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Ding the bell.
Definitely. Oh, look, it's my supposedly children. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I got like 50 notifications. I was like, what's going on? I was like, some app about like who's child. Like, okay, all right.
Yeah, did you know that we're siblings?
No, I did not know.
Yeah, we're siblings.
Apparently, we're siblings.
And our grandparents are Ethan Van Sciver and Piper.
Oh wow, funny. I would never have guessed.
Kobolds are our dad.
Interesting.
I forget.
I always knew I was half kobold. I look it, don't I?
Yeah.
Ah! There you go.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I killed the host.
Nah. Funny stuff. El Gargo, thanks for the
video.
Let's get Fiendish.
Yay!
Hello. Well, within reason. I'm used to being lied to and misled by women.
I was talking about our stream earlier. Well, I was just on a call. We are doing business. I will be making something for his campaign. So watch out for new announcements for Havoc if you want to see that.
Ooh.
Coming soon.
Holy cow.
It's going to be fun.
All right.
Hell yeah. Now that is not a mislead. So she says.
Curiouser and curiouser. I got to keep up on that.
Yeah.
So many bloody campaigns.
I know.
Let's see here. Hail. Not much of a fight. Sim is like 5'4".
Chris is here. Hello. Oh
hey.
Yeah, he has to nap before he does his all-night shift.
Oh, all right.
Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for the second eggplant. We've been blessed with 2 eggplants.
So many eggplants. I feel honored.
Yeah, that's twice as many as normal.
Wow, it is.
5'8" cheater, and you got no chance, Pipsqueak. This sounds like a CG Smackdown in the works.
It's a full-on fight.
Mortal Kombat!
Fight.
Well read, good books. Not the current Big 2 stuff. Yeah, for sure. God, I can't wait until CG Con. I'm sick my dog on all of you.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I'll have you know that your dog's not going to attack me because animals love me. So, your dog will be just begging for back scratches and stuff.
Oh.
There you go. Not man enough. I'm a chimera, technically. All joking aside, go back, Fiendish.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, excuse me. Fiendish Chapter 1 Demons is funding for 3 more days.
Yes.
If you have backed it, thank you so much for the support. Consider backing again. In fact, back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times the lady.
I want to be nice, but you don't have to. But like, no, really, it's worth it. Just kidding. Well, what I will say is, even if you have backed it, I've added some new stuff, so you might want to check that out. And
Right.
I do hate adding stuff in the middle of a campaign, but you know, we reached the 10K stretch goal, which I thought I would never reach, so I had to add. The comic will be in color now, but people wanted the black and white version, so I added it here for the black and white version, and that's an add-on, that's an actual perk, so that's the whole thing, and you can go get that exclusively if you just want it in black and white, because people do like that. I was surprised, but I'm glad.
Wow, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't have the means to connect it at this time, please consider sharing it all over social media. Let's get more eyeballs on this awesome book. Fiendish and prove the Bancroft bump is a myth.
That was a good bump.
Let me see.
That was like 1,500 in like one evening, and I was not expecting it. I almost died. I think there's a clip of me dying, and
well, I'm thankful that you survived, that you're not dead, and that
it was rough.
I want a group pick at CGCon. Manlets Across Comics, it shall be called.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I am looking forward to meeting everyone in person. It's going to be great. Cracking up. Yeah, there were a few people who told me they had credit card issues with Indiegogo. Yeah. Welcome, Edwin. The Ace is live on Indiegogo Acevedo.
Hello.
Hail. Oh yeah, El Gargoyle was asking when you close out. You mentioned earlier.
Yeah, Friday night. This Friday night.
This Friday.
Friday. And drop by my channel. Yes, 5G. There's my link.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for the link. You are awesome.
Sweet. Fiendish closes this Friday. Yep. Sugar Chris is YouTube. Nice. Thanks for dropping the links, Frog G.
The Link Master.
Indeed. Sugar Chris, welcome. Hail, everyone. I want a DNA test. All right, the DNA test results have come in, and you are not the father.
No, our lives are destroyed.
Oh man, we've got such a broken family, man.
It's terrible. Well, who doesn't?
What are we gonna do? I'm getting ready to nap for a second, but thought I'd hop in and say hi. Hello, thanks for hopping in. Damn, really wanted to get a rune.
A rune?
Do you have a rune as part of your campaign?
No.
Oh,
I do. I did make up runes for my world, because I made up a writing system for my comic.
Well, maybe,
I'm nuts.
Maybe you're
you want a rune on something? You can let me know. Let me know if that's directed at me. I don't know if it is, because people are talking to each other as well.
Maybe one of the additions on your campaign is going to be a rune.
I do want to do more of that.
Wasn't Sam a competitive strongman? Good luck. Hail, Chris in the red dress.
Oh my god.
Nah, bro, he's fucking crazy.
Jeez.
Hey, Sugar Chris. Chris is in his pajama pants. In a red dress. He's in a red dress underneath his pajama pants. That's what's going on.
We saw through his guys.
Yeah. Hail, Walt. Have you looked at the sketch cards for the campaign?
Is that directed at me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of the last 40 days. It's a little late. Though I am I've like
yes, no.
I have looked into it, but I think it's a little late to add sketch cards at this point. What I have been looking at, let me see the Twitter poll. I'm pretty sure, because I ran out of all my previous stretch goals. So if we hit 15K, I will be doing trading cards. So that will be a thing. Yeah.
Nice. What about a life-size bow and arrow?
I can totally do that. Yeah, sure. Actually, you know what? Like for chapter 2, I don't know if that was a joke, but it's literally whatever people ask. If you're like, I want a life-size replica of a character's weapon, I'm like, I know people, I will make it happen. So so this is what I've been thinking for chapter 2. I know because I did an art book campaign before, but that's very different than doing a comic campaign. And now that I know what I'm doing for chapter 2, I'm just gonna have the book, and for all the other tiers, it's not gonna be like I'm not gonna make packages for people. All the other tiers gonna be the book and like exclusive art from somebody. So sketch cards, guest art, and original art, and like whatever other toys, like exclusive one-of-a-kind stuff. And all the items like trading cards or the plastic standees and posters will be add-ons. So you put your own package together, and that's how I'm going to do it next time. I think, maybe. I've also heard that, it's complicated for some people because some people don't know how to do add-ons, or some people like don't find add-ons at checkout. But whatever, I'll figure it out. Yeah.
How could people not find them?
Well, that's what I've heard. But
they're right there on the screen.
That's what I thought too, but apparently people missed them. Anyways, so for chapter 2, I will have a lot of other add-on items, but also like guest art from like sketch cards and original art from other people. So yeah, that'll be fantastic. Hopefully that won't be. I'm trying to do finish chapter 2 within half a year. God, I have such big chapters, but so hopefully I'll be building something by the end of the year. Yeah.
Wow.
That'll be fun.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah. Go.
Fiendish has reached a rare achievement. I backed it once, backed it twice, backed it 3 times. Yeah.
What? Well, you went back and had to keep on refunding and adding stuff, right? Because I keep on changing shit. I'm sorry. I'm learning.
Hey, Sugar Chris. Hey, Camara. I've shared it like a case crabs.
Case crabs?
Irene has too much energy. She's wearing me out just listening to
what? No, I should be giving you more energy.
Irene is here to pump you up.
Yes, I have all the energy.
Coffee
runs in my blood.
Judo, EL plus judo, Olympic wrestling, 1 medals.
Ooh, I think you're in trouble, Camara.
Whoa! Not the mama.
Damn.
Screw you, dwarf.
I have not heard that before.
I haven't either. That's a good one.
Well, what are those wood things?
Yeah.
You mean the plaques?
Are they basic? Is that wood burning?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
They're right here. There you go. I posted. These are the ones I posted on Twitter, but they are wood burned wooden plaques. They are one of a kind, and they're all handmade. So that this is the original art tier that I wanted to. This is my original art thing. So I thought it would be cool to do this instead of something on paper. And I have a couple more here. These aren't on Twitter. This one, actually.
Oh, you got a pretty good camera. Is focusing in. Quick.
Well, when it fucking focuses, it's great. Yeah, this one's kind of derpy, but I mean, I think it's pretty cute. So they're all one of a kind, demon art. So yeah, I got like 30 of these to make. It's gonna be fun.
Wow.
But
how thick are those? Like a 3/4 of an inch, or?
They're like half an inch thick. They're very thick. Look at that. So they're about 5 inches. I have different shapes. There's square ones. I just got like a big pack of them, so they're about like 5.5 inches tall. But the shape varies. But yeah.
Oh wow.
And they'll be a little shinier when I finish too. I'm gonna seal them with like waxy sealant.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So.
That's pretty cool. And does the back of them have like a little slot or a hole for you to put it on the nail?
Actually no, but you know I can do that with. Well, I can just drill a little hole. I haven't thought of that, but yeah, I can do that.
Okay. I was just curious as to whether they already came that way.
No, I should do that though, shouldn't I? Because I figure people could do it themselves, but if I want to seal it, that would destroy the sealant. So, yeah, you know what? I will drill a little hole in the back. There you go.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Perhaps El Gargoyle could get a plaque and have a rune put on it instead of a demon.
I do take requests. If you want your plaque to be something other than a demon, like a character, I will do it. Just let me know.
Wait, are you going in demand? People add stuff all the time.
Yeah, I'm going in demand.
Yeah. Like Chimera says, people do add stuff throughout the course of the in demand. It's just some campaigns, they get rid of a lot of the bulk of the swag that was available during the funding. And then they kind of slim it down, pare it down to the basics. But then they'll add some stuff later on, depending on, you know, how long they go on the in demand.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I thought of doing in demand. Well, adding stuff after, you know, in demand, but it also kind of feels like I feel like that might make it so the people who backed it before the deadline are kind of, I want them to feel special, like they got something special. So I don't want to add too much stuff.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Afterwards. Yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna do any more stretch goals or extra items.
Well, and sometimes creators, like if they do add more stuff, then it'll be like a stretch goal, and that way it's something that everyone gets from the campaign. Whoever backed it, everyone will get something from that stretch goal.
Oh yeah. That's like the color.
Yeah.
The color stretch goal for my comic is, you know, 10K, and the same with the trading cards. If that, you know, if we get to this trading card stretch goal, is everybody gets 3 trading cards. Is what I'm thinking. So, yep, because I think that's a nice incentive. No, people don't have to go back and then you know, edit their, like, because it's kind of frustrating. I wish Indiegogo will let you just edit your pledge, but it doesn't do that. So because they want the fees, I suppose. But I think it's better if it's just an overall thing that everybody gets.
Yeah, agreed. Yep. You're talking about the plaques for the plasma tier. Yeah. All right.
Coffee.
Nice. Coffee. Welcome, Eric McIntyre. Hello.
Yeah.
It's getting past 12K.
Yes. I tried to get past 12K on last night. I was on Pete Samedi's show, and we were like $2 away, and I was like, "Are we gonna get it? Are we gonna get it? No!" And he had to close out his shows. I was like, "Damn it!" So we were like 11,998 last night,
dang.
but today we're past 12K. So thank you guys so much. Awesome.
Oh man, I wish I'd realized. Otherwise, I probably would have backed it.
No.
I could have been a contender. I could have been there. But yeah, congrats on 12K. People can't find it. How can they? It's right on the screen.
I know, but apparently it happens. Because I think that's a pretty good setup, right? So you have the book, and like instead of me saying, "Oh, I have a package where you have to get the book with like a post, like these posters," it's like you can choose what you want to get, what you don't want to get, because it's like if with all the stuff in a campaign, it would be too complicated to actually have all the different combinations, each as a tier. So I'm like, I think I'll let people put together their own packages next time. But apparently that fucks some people up. I don't know. We'll see.
I like a nice balance between tiers that cover the majority of the combinations that people would be interested in, and then making most of the items available as add-ons. That way you can get the majority of what you're looking for out of a tier, and then if you absolutely want these extra things, you can add to it. And that, like, I've backed a lot of campaigns, and some of the campaigns I've done multiple backings on. And part of the reason why I've had to do it that way is because not everything I want is in a given tier. I have to pick a tier, and because like there might be a tier that has most 2/3 of what I want, and then another tier that has 1/3 of what I want. What I also want.
Oh boy!
Because
that's what I'm worried about.
The other tier is not available as an add-on. I have to finish the whole process, check out, pay for that, back it, and then go through the whole process again and back it again. And in doing so, literally being forced to do multiple backings, I'm also getting hit with multiple shipping charges.
Yeah, exactly. Like that. I don't want people to have to pay for shipping multiple times. And it's just annoying to people. So I think just letting people put together whatever items they want. Like what I'll have for chapter 2 is I'll have like just the chapter 2 book, or a packet of chapter 2 and chapter 1 together, and real simple, just like that. And all the posters, all the cards, and all the products, like the product stuff will all be add-ons, and then all the other tiers will be like original art, like sketch cards and like more wooden plaques and stuff that I do, like those wood things over there. So that's what's gonna happen. Apparently a bow and arrow. I have to make a bow and arrow, so I will get to that.
Well, anything that that reflects back on the original content, the packet, the items in the book, like that fancy knife.
Dude, like I'm not even kidding though. I've been wanting to get the weapons in the book made.
Yeah.
But, the bow and arrow is like, it's not that special. It is distinct to that character, but I have like Casimir gets these big cleavers later on that I actually designed myself. So I'm like, I want to actually get those made. And besides from those, because it might be a little ridiculous to get like functional life-size weapons of those made, but like I do want to have character minis, because my this whole project is so much like D&D. I want to get like D&D minis, and like that's what the trading cards are, because I have the stats for all my characters. So I want, and I've already I found people who make fancy gaming dice, and I've designed dice that are themed around Fiendish, and I think that's something I'm going to release when the entire first arc is done. Wow. So I have like a set of metal dice with like the numbers are in the constructed language, and like they'll be really fancy with like demon designs all over them.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
So I have plans. I can't wait. 8 chapters. How am I gonna get through this? Oh my god!
By golly, that sounds epic.
I can't wait. Oh my god! So stay tuned for 4 more years until I get there.
There you go. Would you consider adding an ashcan tier?
Yeah, sure. I had someone ask me about doing like like a short story, adding an extra short story. So I was thinking for like a 15K stretch goal, either it would be the trading cards or 5 more story pages or 5 more pages of extra content. And people are like, oh, can you do like a gaiden, like which is like a side story? So that would be similar, but I can do like an extra little book. Yeah, I would consider that. I'll think about that. It's a little late in the campaign. It makes me sad.
But then if it is a stretch goal, then it'll still work, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone will get it.
Yeah. Well, it depends because it's so little time. If we, you know what, if we hit 15K before Friday, like I will make the next one an ash can. How's that? Because ash can is a good one. It's like whole extra story content.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And I would like to do one. So, there we go. I mean, I don't know. That's a high goal, but one can dream.
Welcome, Johnny Cage.
Johnny, hello.
Everyone stop chanting.
We must read every comment.
We love you, chat. This is getting a little weird. Come on, Chris. If you can't even keep up with Irene, how will you handle Pale Rider?
Oh, boy.
I thought they were the runes.
The runes?
I wonder if...
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you were asking about.
I wonder if they're referring to the burnt wood plaques.
The wood plaques?
Yeah, I don't know if those...
Oh, those were demons.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Maple Dwarf left my ass off. I love that. Irene's blood type is Java?
Yes, it is. You got that.
Yeah, the sweet sugar Chris.
Hey, oh.
I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to drink a lot of caffeine the day of the red dress run so I can keep away from Pale Rider.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Good idea, Sugar Chris. Caffeine will dehydrate you. You'll end up running less.
That's true. Yeah.
That's a good point. I see plenty of water and sleep then, I guess.
That's true. Good day, good day.
Welcome, comics mate. Good day, good day. Hey, Dean. There's a suit made of ghosts. The Embrace. Justice for the Dead. That looks like a good book. Hey, Frog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude, I'm sweltering here. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go turn on my AC. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So sorry. I will be right back.
All right. Excuse me. Ahoy, one and all. Welcome, what about? Good to have you here. Howdy, pilgrims. Do a honeycomb box have a limited amount? Ooh. That would be cool, but maybe she should do it for her next campaign because it would feel kind of weird doing it while she's in demand or so late in the funding because we've got till Friday. So it doesn't seem like it would. Let me see. I'm going to have to come back to that one. Hi, what about? Hi. Six Gun Gorilla, Cemetery Without Crosses. Thanks for dropping the links, mods. Or rather, Frog G. Have you gotten in contact with Red Valkyrie? I bet they would love to have you on their show to promote your book. All right, so I got to save that one for her, too. Yo. Hey, Brian Chriskow. Welcome. Hail, Brian. Welcome, Good Stuff Comics Gator. Yo, chat. Hail and hail the panel. Hashtag crackpack. Hashtag good stuff. All right. All right. I've got to back up. Okay. So that when she's back, we can cover. All right. We'll start here. Oh my gosh. How are y'all doing? Let's see here. let's see, a little promotion here.
I have returned.
All right. Just a sec.
This weird screen thing doesn't like me. It's fun.
Fun.
I got this screen to block out my mess of a house. I literally have construction going on. It's driving me crazy. I have so much work to do on. I bought this house and it's a rather old house, so it's like it's nice, but there's a lot of things to fix up. It's not a disaster, but it's like we have to like. I don't want to get too into it, but you know when you buy a house, it's like dealing with somebody's like bad DIY project. Like everybody like does their own pipe work. It's like, why didn't you hire a professional? So I've got this whole mess behind me. It's great. Someday it'll be nice. And
you get one of those Victorian houses?
Oh no! This was built in the 50s.
Okay.
It's not that old, but it's just like the previous owner were creative, not in a good way.
So you're expanding the plot so that you build in like a warehouse so you can do your own fulfillment and distribution.
Actually, no. What I am gonna do is I think I'm gonna turn the attic into a sculpture studio.
Ooh.
And I think I'm gonna, because I have a huge. It's a very small house, but I have a gigantic yard, so I might have like a shed out there for like storage and for all the fulfillment stuff. So
wow.
That'll come later. I don't think I'll need it for this campaign. I'll just use my extra room. But for like further campaigns, I'll have more books and stuff. So I'll have like a whole facility out there. It's nice having your own place.
Oh yeah, isn't it?
So nice. Yeah, I hated paying rent.
Oh, I hear that. El Gargoyle said, do a honeycomb box, have a limited amount. I would suggest that maybe it was too late on this campaign.
I'm learning so many things in like the last week of my campaign. It's like, well, you live and you learn.
Do you know what this reference is?
I actually don't know what that is.
All right, so you're familiar with Ethan Van Sciver?
Yeah.
So on a lot of his campaigns, Cyber Frog, Blood Honey, Cyber Frog, Wreck Planet, Cyber Frog, Warts and All, he has this book. Actually, I don't know if he didn't do it on Blood Honey, but it's basically this fancy looking box that has all the imagery, like imagery all over the box, and I think it's got like magnetic closure. And so you get that, plus it's called the executive box, and it comes with like a couple books, maybe an ash can or trading card or print. And then as the campaign goes along and as the campaign hits all these different stretch goals, every stretch goal and everything, and whatever bonus things that come to his mind, he'll add to the executive box. So
Okay.
by the time the whole thing is ready to fulfill, those who got the executive box have all these extras that were never part of the original because they invested upfront so much, you know.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
That might be something to consider for you.
Yeah, I might consider. I mean, what I was considering was just like all the stretch goals and stuff. Like I said, the items I'm gonna just add to everybody. But I do like the box idea because I saw someone else's campaign had like a beautiful box set for their book, and I'm like, ooh, that's nice. And it's not that hard to get one of those made too.
Yes, pretty sweet looking. Excuse me, pretty sweet. 6-gun gorilla cemetery without crosses.
Ooh.
Eric is asking, have you gotten in contact with Red Valkyrie? I bet they would love to have you on their show to promote your book.
I messaged Shay, but they don't follow me, so I don't think they can get my message.
Huh.
I'd love to be on this week, or like even next. I'm on a bunch of shows next week. I mean, yeah, but they don't follow me, so I can't.
Well, maybe your message is in the section of Twitter that says request or something like that.
Yeah, because I can message them, but you won't see it. I know, because I've been checking that hidden inbox, but not everybody does.
The alternative is to do a public tweet and tag them in it.
Oh yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I?
Yeah, and you can tag the Red Valkyrie handle, which I guess Sai manages usually. And
okay.
Shay the Red.
Yeah. Okay.
Say, hey, I got a book to promote. Want to have me on?
I can do that.
Good stuff, Comic Skater. Yo, chat, hail and hail the panel. Hashtag crackpack. Hashtag good stuff.
Yeah.
Brian says to you, I'm on my 8th book. You just do them one at a time. Each campaign is about funding the next book.
Yep, that's what it feels like.
Indeed. Welcome. What about? Hail, hail. Yeah, hail, 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 hail.
Hail. Oh,
the packs were the runes. Paquet.
Oh, the plaques were the runes.
But why do it take too long to read the chat? Satare. Hey, good stuff. I'm not here to dispute that because you're right. You're absolutely right. Imagine if my channel actually grew. Can you imagine how much?
Oh boy, you'd just be reading chats all day.
Yeah, I know.
Well, if your channel grew, then you can just like read the super chats. You don't have to read everybody. It is nice that you're reading everybody though.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, yeah, some. Wow. Some 12K on our first campaign. That's exceptional.
Technically, it's my second because I did an art book before.
Hail. That's me and my brother, lol. Instead of hiring a plumber, we try to do it ourselves.
Oh, please hire someone. Oh. I'm in so much, like the pure shit that these. I mean, if you no plumbing, then yeah, that's fine. But like, God, the stupid things. I know you want to talk about it. It's horrible. I will mention one thing. So the people here before, they knocked out a wall between the living room and the kitchen. And they didn't disclose it. And we just found out because the ceiling was sagging down that it was a load-bearing wall. So that is kind of my newest biggest problem. So yeah, now we have to like, I mean, we caught it and we reinforced it a little bit already, but we're going to do final reinforcements. Like you can just add a steel beam across the ceiling and anchor it like that. So, but like you could, if you're going to take out a load bearing wall, put a fucking steel beam up. It's like, who the fuck doesn't know like what a load bearing wall is? So I'm like, why is my ceiling sagging?
Oh man.
Jesus. Thank God like my contractor is a friend. So he like doesn't overcharge me.
Oh, that's good. Wow.
God.
So you got away with just a steel beam. You didn't have to like build in an archway.
No. I don't think we need to do an archway. We're gonna do like either steel beam or just beams on both sides and then across. So that's plenty reinforcement.
Try not, do or do not. There is no try.
Yes.
We all learn from each campaign.
True.
Honeycombs are delicious, like a free box of cereal.
Yeah.
Good stuff has a talented family. They were serenading us yesterday during that karaoke stream.
Karaoke stream.
My family is hashtag good stuff. Thank you, Eric. That was little good stuff, my daughter.
Aww.
She is great. She would definitely hook you up, Irene.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
yeah. I just gotta actually get a call. You know what? I'm gonna tweet her now before I forget. Let me do that.
Return.
Yeah.
Well, you are fortunate that the roof didn't collapse. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many pages in the book?
Oh, 46 pages. So 46 story pages, but there's like 10 pages of extra content. And probably more because I'm crazy.
Nice.
It might be like 12 or so. So yeah. So the whole book will be about at 56 pages. Yep.
Cool. Checking out the campaign page. The art is exceptional.
Thank you. And full color now because that was our 10K stretch goal.
Heck yeah.
And thank you very much to everyone who backed that.
Absolutely. Fiendish Chapter 1. Demons, a comic about the mysteries that lurk between the dimensions.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, you should also hit up the graded 0.5 peeps and Mandy, etc.
Mandy Summers?
Yeah, Mandy Summers.
Okay. She
Graded
also, I can't even send her a message, but she probably gets crazy people messaging her because she has a lot of followers.
Oh, is she not? She not following you?
No,
Okay.
but she doesn't have her DMs open either.
You should do a public thing, a public tweet, and just rattle off all kinds of promoters. Tag everyone.
Yeah, well, I'll just tweet Shay and Mandy and see what they say.
And graded 0.5. They're a good group of people.
Okay.
They're the ones who made Peregrine.
Make which one?
Peregrine, Wings of the Falcon.
Okay.
Back Fiendish Chapter 1, Demons. It's running through Friday. Oh, yeah. Good point. Nice one, Brian. Drew, a.k.a. Mr. E. Or Drew Ish, E-A-S-H. I think is his handle still called the Mysterious Mr. E? But it's Drew E. He's a good guy. Yeah, there are a lot of promoters who would love to have you on their show.
Cool. Okay. I would like to be on their show.
Back Fiendish Chapter 1. If you backed it, thank you so much. You're not going to regret it. You're going to have a lot of fun. If you've already backed it, consider backing it again. Why not? Back it once, back it 3 times a lady. If by chance you don't have the means to back it at this time, please consider sharing it all around the world.
Share it around the world.
Yeah. All your social media. Share the campaign. Share the stream.
Share the love. Share the monsters.
Exactly.
Demons. There's a lot of those.
All right. As is customary. Oh, what do we have here? That's what rules about this community. You just walk in the door and you're in. Yep.
I have discovered it's very welcoming. Well, I didn't even walk in the door. I feel like I was kind of dragged in, actually. It was just like, welcome, come, let us help you. Like, it was literally like that. I swear, I didn't even walk in. All I did was, I have a comic, and then I feel like 50 people grabbed me and were like, oh, this is what you do. Hi, promote yourself. So it's been great.
Man.
I'm honestly amazed.
We are going to have you. Finally, show the campaign. Wait. No, we're taking our time. We
must read everything.
I'm gonna disappoint once again.
Everybody in the chat, shut up.
Yeah, if your book looks like fire, you're in.
Oh.
Yeah, not meaning to disappoint, but I still wanted to do, my usual shtick.
Okay, it's cool. I'm not trying to dampen your style or anything.
No, you're doing awesome.
I'm being selfish.
No, I don't mind. No, by all means, be selfish. This is your project, your baby. Let it shine. So, as is customary on my channel, I like to do a deeper dive and get to know the creator more.
Okay.
I would be honored if you take a moment and share with us how what growing up was like for you, what kinds of cartoons, movies, music, toys, what have you were interested in, and what were the major milestones in your life that led you down this road to one day becoming a dark fantasy crowdfunded comic creator.
What led me down this dark path is the question. All right. Let's see. Horror and terror and no, I'm just kidding. A very normal life. So I grew up in Taiwan, and basically in Taiwan, I feel like the culture is just there aren't a lot of domestic comics, but we get a lot of manga from Japan. So I basically grew up just surrounded by manga. And like I'd go to the dentist's office and, you know, you'd be sitting there like waiting and they'd have kids manga right there. And at 7-Eleven, like we still have comics in the front too of every 7-Eleven, just like a rack of manga. And that's where I grew up. So I was always reading comics on and off. And I think the first comic I got hooked on was, I think it's called Case Closed in America. And it's the original title is like Detective Conan or something. And it was like a mystery. It was a mystery story. And it's like this. I mean, manga is very different than American books. So this book has like people dying and all kinds of dark shit, but it's for kids. So that's how I first got messed up in the head. And so I was reading that when I was like 9. And then actually novels played a big part in sort of why I decided to do what I do, because I always like to draw. Like, I think just ever since I got hold of the pen, I really like to draw because I always had a big imagination, and my mother hated it because she wanted me to study and be a good student, but I wasn't. I just wanted to draw and imagine things, and I was always in my head. But and I think that's why I just naturally latched onto like things that had to do with imagination. Like I always liked fantasy books. When I came in contact with manga, like I liked, fantasy manga, and like I always like stuff like Dinotopia. Like I liked a lot of picture books when I was younger. For those picture books, and it was manga. And for a while I was reading a lot of novels, and that was my murder mystery stage. And I think like the attraction to dark things is just like a natural thing. It's like I was just born a little weird. So there's really no explanation of it. So yeah, that's basically the story of how, I got interested in comics. But it feels weird talking about myself. I don't actually really like talking about myself. So, okay. I think, a funny story is, so during middle and high school, I hated school because at my school in Taiwan, the way school is in Taiwan is they don't like you if you aren't just a good student, you don't do what you're told. And it's not even like behavioral thing, because I wasn't like behaviorally fucked up or anything. I just like didn't like to, be told I suck, and didn't like to be told I was a failure just because I like drawing. And that was like 11 years for me, because all the teachers wanted to tell me how big a failure I was going to be because I wanted to be an artist. And because that's just the culture. And like we didn't even have art class. I think in senior year, me and a bunch of other students, like 5 other students who really liked art, managed to convince the school to give us an elective for art. But by default, we didn't have an art class. So, and like my family didn't want me to do art too. It was really, really weird. But I just liked it a lot. So it's like I couldn't stop doing it. So like during high school, because I hated studying so much, after school, I'd tell my parents I was like going to the library to study or something. But in actuality, we have manga bookstores in Taiwan, or at least when I was growing up, because everything is digital now. They don't have them anymore. But well, they still have a few, but they're rare. And but they're like mostly nowadays they're like manga cafes. So it's a whole cafe, but like they also have just like bookshelves of manga, and you can read one for like 5 NT in store, which is like really cheap. It's like $1. It's nothing. So you can go there, get a drink, and like read manga. So they have that all over town. But when I was growing up, it was, because that was before the internet, it was manga bookstores were everywhere. There were like 3 on my way home. And when I was in middle school, one opened right across the street from my house. So I was always there with a giant tub of bubble tea and my sketchbook, reading manga instead of studying. And that's how it started. And I think I've kept a sketchbook since about 8th grade. And I still have all of them. All the old ones are in Taiwan, but I've kept a sketchbook, and I used to like do one every year, but there's always like, I've always just been drawing and putting ideas out. So like practicing and like, doing as much art as I can. So that's how things got started. And then when it came time to apply to college, I decided I'd do art school, much to the chagrin of all the adults around me. I'm shocked I didn't die after I told them about that decision. So, but I made it clear that I was either going to art school, I wasn't going to college at all, and I got into art school in America, and now I'm here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yay.
So you did have some formal education in school in art?
Yeah, I went to school for sequential art.
Mm.
I majored in comics and I minored in animation. So
Oh,
that's mostly what I've been doing for like money until now has been animation and gaming work.
wow.
So, but like that's really, I mean, it's cool, it's art, but my passion is comics.
Mm.
So I wanna like it's, and I can't escape it. I keep on coming back to it. So of course, one day I want to be able to just like do Fiendish and like any other related, like related products and like build this world. Like I want to do nothing but this, and I'm trying to find a way to get there. So I'm still figuring it out, but that is my dream. Like I just want to be able to build this world and build this franchise and entertain people and give them this good story, because I'm obsessed with it and I think people will enjoy it. So
Sweet.
That's all I want to do.
Just a couple off the wall questions. Did you say that you guys had 7-Elevens out there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize 7-Eleven was in China.
Yeah, well, Taiwan. Not China.
Taiwan. All right.
No.
Taiwan. When you're in the dentist's office, because they carried manga, since manga is so well known for having like slice of life stories, were most of the mangas about going to see the dentist?
I'm sure there is manga out there about seeing a dentist. I'm not even. I've seen manga about like salmon swimming up rivers. Like literally, there's a manga about a family of salmon like struggling. The journey of them swimming back to their birthplace, and I'm like, I love manga so much. But no, it was just like those stuff like Case Closed and just other popular kids manga was what we had at the dentist office.
And when you were in college, did you not only learn about sequential art, but did it include a lot of courses about storytelling, scripting, things like that?
I think our visual storytelling class was very helpful. That was probably the class I learned the most about, and we went over, Scott McCloud's Understanding Comics, which is it's like the introductory like must read book for comics, because you can be a good artist, you can be a good writer, but you have to learn how to put it all together. Nobody's a natural at that. So my visual storytelling class was very good, but what's weird is I actually think the scripting and writing part of like the sequential art department was very lacking. I felt like they were training people to just be artists and work with writers, but not to write and draw. Like the focus was over-focused on drawing. So I did learn visual storying very well, and which it's very important. You have to learn to there's so much to it. Like it's not just composition, it's not just drawing well. Sure. It's knowing how to paste things and draw focus and all that. But I didn't learn so much about writing, and that's kind of something I had to figure out myself.
Okay. Walt says Taiwan is now on my list with Japan to visit.
Yes, you'll love it. Taiwan's awesome.
It's weird talking about yourself at first, but part of crowdfunding is letting people have a chance to get to know you. It gets easier once you cease to give a shit.
It is weird, but I'm learning.
What do teachers know anyway? That's why I never listened to them.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
That's what makes this scene special, the passion we put into our books.
Yes. What sort of passion is that? We're not China.
Well, I'll have you know, El Gargo, that I'm a white supremacist. So, yeah.
Apparently. We're both so white here.
Yeah. Hail, Johnny Cage. The only thing they teach in school is how to be stupid, not how to think, but what to think. I was a daydreamer too and caught hell for it, but now it's paying off.
Hell yeah. Well, that's the thing with the modern school system that's used all over the world. I forgot what country's system it was based off, but public school is based off like military training. It's about putting people through like a course to like teach them how to obey and become good factory workers. That's literally what it is, because it was put into effect like 200 years ago when that's what society needed. But it doesn't, pay any attention to like what about individuals who don't fit in that, who like don't just sit down, shut up, and like regurgitate what they're taught. And I say that kind of disdainfully, because like people, like my teachers wanted me to be that way, but it's fine if that's what some people want. We need people that are just okay with doing like office jobs. But it's like, I don't even know why I'm saying that, because like they treated me like shit. And it's like, what if someone doesn't want to do that? What if someone wants to do a trade, or what if someone wants to, I don't know, do something more creative or something more hands-on? Like trade school is another thing that is, I don't know why people don't focus on that, because that's such an important thing, and it's so useful. And there are people who are naturally good at that, but we're not developing those skills. So I have a lot of thoughts about education. Stop now.
Yeah, I think trade schools deserve more credit. Like when I was in high school, I didn't take advantage of it, but they did have a school we could have attended, which basically taught you mechanics.
Oh yeah, I noticed there are more trade schools in the U.S. than in Taiwan, so that's nice. At least there's that.
One of the interesting things is when I moved to Ohio, the kids would have a chance in their second 2 years of high school, their junior and senior years, to go and study things like veterinarian, cosmetology, medicine.
It'd be so nice if you could start on that stuff young, because I feel like some people are like, oh, I don't know what I want to do. But it's like, I feel like those people who don't know what they want to do, they're just not going to know what they want to do. Like, but some people know what they want to do. And by the time you're about 14, the people who really know. And that doesn't change. So like that's around the age where you can, like, having specialized high schools is a really good thing. Like that level of education, it can't be like, why does it have to be you pick something to focus on in college? It should start earlier.
Right. Yeah. And for some of these trade schools, if you do it right, you can actually get out of school with like a degree or certificate.
It would be nice, so you don't have to waste money on college.
And then get into the workforce straight out.
Right. Apprenticeships.
Yeah.
Like do an apprenticeship instead of paying for college.
Yeah. For the most part, schooling in general is just indoctrination. Like you were just.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Understanding comics is a classic. What I love about love is how McCloud goes into what actually happens.
Oh yeah.
In your head when you read a comic.
Yeah, that book was mind blowing.
That's comic.
Yeah, it probably, actually think it was built by a communist country.
A lot of people come out of Brazilian schools running their own crack houses. That's entrepreneurship.
Hey, entrepreneurship, whatever it takes, right? I mean, I think honestly that's the same for American schools. From what I've heard about some public schools, really, seriously.
Fiendish Demons, a comic about the mysteries that lurk between the dimensions.
Yay!
When you moved out here to the States to go to college art school, was it really daunting? I mean, did you also at the same time have to learn English, or were you raised bilingual?
I was raised bilingual. My dad's from New York. So
okay.
Yeah, so I went to American school in Taiwan, which is why I don't have an accent. So I always spoke English and Chinese.
Okay, right on. Right on. Fiendish is the book of the hour, or 2 hours, or 3 hours.
Yeah, however long, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, by ear. Fiendish, Chapter 1, Demons.
Yeah.
How long has this idea been in your head? How long did it take for you to, put it all together and decide, all right, this is what I want to do, this is where I'm going, and this is the story for it?
Okay, so the way it started, I haven't had the idea. I mean, it depends. I don't know how long people usually have ideas, but I think about 4 years ago is when the idea first started. But all I knew at the time was, okay, that was around the time where I really started getting into D&D. And I moved back to Taiwan, and pretty much the only friend group I had was like people that are playing D&D with online, which are the people I ended up working with on Fiendish. My colorist is my GM because they're friends from college. And I play D&D with a bunch of like art and comic artists and writers. And I think first of all, my main character is based off a ranger character that I played, so that's fun. But all I knew at first was I love D&D so much, and it was the first time, like, I've been struggling to learn to write for a long time because I knew I wanted to make my own comic, but I couldn't quite figure out. I've written a lot of things before this, like since between college and like around like 4 years ago. It was like, I don't know, it's 6 or 7 years, and you know, I did a web comic through college. I have this like detective mystery set in futuristic Hong Kong that I worked on for a long time, but it's like I always knew it wasn't good enough to put out because I didn't know where I was going. And I think part of it is just being too young, because you do have to, like, I wanted a story that had depth to it, that it wasn't just, oh, this is a fun idea that's a one shot, like. And it's some people are successful with products like that, but I always wanted to do something that was long form and that was like something that I can work on for a long time. And I couldn't quite figure out, like, I knew I wasn't good enough writer, but it's funny because but besides, like, all the writing classes and all the writing books didn't do shit for me, but playing D&D helped me figure out what I want to do with my story, which is why Fiendish is a lot like a D&D campaign. And all I knew at first is I like mysteries, and I like monsters, and I like horror, and I like fantasy. So like the first idea in my head was this kind of ranger type, a loner character finds a mysteriously murdered body in the woods, and it's some type of monster that killed it, and nobody except him has any idea how that happened. So he has to go on a journey and solve this mystery, and everything around that completely changed. Like, my first draft was shit, and I completely overhauled this thing about like twice, like giant, like threw every fucking thing away, like the characters' names, the whole entire world, like magic system, just everything. But beyond that, like, I've done more drafts than that. But that was like the core idea I had at first, and that's the one thing that I did stick with. So everything grew from there. And I've been working on it for like approaching 4 years now. And I have everything written out, which is why it took so long for me to put chapter 1 out, because it's not like I draw that slow. It's that I wanted to have everything set in stone before I put anything, on paper. And I know that the details will change as I progress, and it's going to be a long project. I think like it'll probably take me like 10 years to do the entire project. It's broken into arcs, but like the entire thing is going to take me a very long time. But like I need to know where I'm going, and I wanted to be sure of that before I got started. So the details can change, but like the point of the story has to be there. The themes have to be there, because that's what makes a story strong. Like, something has to be gluing all of this together. So that's what I've been working on for like the past 3 to 4 years. And a lot of sleepless nights, and I have had no social life, but it's all worth it because now we have this.
Yay!
Yay!
Did Fiendish come out in part from your work on that art book that you mentioned that you released?
No. That art book was just kind of, I hadn't done an art book in a while, because I used to do a lot of conventions. And I would do, like, a lot of artists do print art books every year for conventions.
Oh.
So I hadn't done one in a while, and I had so much just like commissions, but also doodles, and like, because I mentioned I always kept sketchbooks with me. And I noticed people always like looking through my sketchbooks. Even in school, people would just like asking for my sketchbook. I'll look through it. So like I wanted to compile all this stuff that I hadn't released or just commissions that I've done for like, it was probably like 4 years or so at the time, and put it all in one book. So it turned out to be like a 78-page art book. And there's like sketchbook stuff, commissions, just random doodles, and I have like my super early work for Fiendish on there. And you can see, I think I have like, what pages do I have? Yeah, I have those earliest pages, pencils for my first few pages where E-School looks completely different, and early designs for the characters in there. So that was work that everything in it I did in there was prior to 2019. So that was the idea for it. People had been saying that they wanted to see like my sketches and like, you know, work in progress stuff. So, so yeah. And also obviously I've been thinking of doing crowdfunding for Fiendish and for my independent comics. So I want to test the waters with that. And I know that if I needed the experience of like, this is what fulfilling campaign is like, but also I know that if people see that I've successfully fulfilled the campaign, they'll know that I'm not bullshitting them, and they'll like trust me more, and they'll be willing to back it when I actually come out with my comics. So it was part of both of those things.
Sweet.
Yeah.
El Gargoyle's curious as to whether you're pure white.
Pure white? Like ethically?
Either that
what? Do I look
or are you like literal pure energy?
Pure, I don't know. I am pure energy. Or are you talking about the light? Because this light is making me look very pale. I mean, I don't know, because I'm very Jewish. I am half Chinese and also very Jewish. So people have arguments about that. I don't super care how people define that, but there you go.
You're Chinese? You're Chinese?
I'm Chinese, yes. I'm a whole bunch of shit. There you go.
You're a nerd.
I know, I'm such a nerd.
Yeah, especially when you're talking about comics and D&D.
Oh my god. Oh, trust me. I was not in the popular crowd in high school, believe me.
Yeah,
I was in an anime club and everything. It was, dude.
Well, you're lucky you had an anime club. We didn't have an anime one, or specifically like a D&D club, but so I would gravitate toward the languages. So I was in the Polynesian club, the French club.
Oh wow. Yeah, we didn't have that many clubs, but we did have an anime club. And it was like 6 people, and we're all like our only friends. But you know,
yeah,
those are the people that I still talk to from high school.
Yeah, there was this group called the Literary Magazine that I got to be a part of, which was kind of cool, where we released a book by the end of the semester or quarter, or end of the year, basically, where we contributed all kinds of art, poetry, short stories, things like that. That was a fun project.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I think I was part of movie club and then the anime club, and I think that's it. Yeah.
That's so cool. Those are neat areas.
Those were neat, but also I didn't have time for extracurriculars because it's Taiwan and we had to go to after school classes, and yeah. After school classes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So after school, you go to more school. It was torture. It's pure fucking torture.
So, I mean, was the focus on like mathematics and
math? Yeah, a lot of math and science. I mean, it was switch around. My mom would just send me to like different types of after school classes, but a really popular thing to do is, just either like, I don't know, like people with the credentials who either taught only part-time at schools would open their own like private after school somewhere, and then they would, or you'd have like someone would hire multiple teachers and rent out a whole office and have like a whole building that was an after school that taught those subjects. So you could like after your day school, you could go to this evening school to learn more and get extra help, I guess is the concept. But my mom also enrolled me in like just like tutors for like science. I had a math tutor because I was really bad at math. Fulfilling stereotypes, I know. I did get to go to some art classes because I bothered her too much about it. But they were not helpful because they just made me paint still lifes and it pissed me off. So it wasn't creative. I wanted something creative. And also I was forced to learn a bunch of instruments and I sucked at all of them. So yeah.
Wow, you're like multifaceted, multi-talented.
Not really. I just told you how I suck at everything except drawing. That's the only takeaway I need you to have from this. I tried all these things and I sucked at it all, so I decided to draw comics.
El Gargoyle says Asians are white people now. Right.
Apparently.
Yeah. Hey, now this is getting dirty. Were you born? I watched The Hangover too.
I think so. Yeah. Not sure.
Oh, really? Oh man.
I guess it's fluid nowadays, so you never know.
Yeah.
That could be anything.
That's taking the phrase "be like water" literally.
Yes. You like water. It's a mystery.
Oh my gosh. Fiendish. Let's play this trailer here.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Look at that. Yeah. Check it out. Sweet. So did you make the trailer yourself?
I did.
Sweet. And the soundtrack, obviously, you did yourself.
Oh no, I didn't do the soundtrack, but
you played all the instruments.
Oh right, you're right. Yeah, I played all the instruments. Clearly, no. Actually, that is by somebody. So it's from Adobe. I can't take credit. It might be a copyright problem.
Well, I'll soon find out when YouTube sends me a copyright claim.
Oh no! The music, I have the rights. I bought it from Adobe.
Oh, okay.
But I'm talking. I can't say I made it.
So Fiendish Promo 1, is this what you played for your pre-launch? Did you do a pre-launch for your Indiegogo?
Oh no, I did the pre-launch, but very, very short. No, I actually this is just I made several like shorter videos, and I actually have one more that I'm gonna release probably tomorrow. I just like want to release like shorter promo videos throughout the campaign. So yeah.
Let's check this one out then.
Okay. That's nice. Nobody has been looking at that one.
Oops.
Environments.
Ooh, that's cool.
The city of Alstead. Yeah.
See, that knife is nice. I like the knife. The axes are pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, I actually changed the axes, but
Oh,
they're
yeah.
cooler weapons. I was gonna give him axes through the whole comic, but then I realized like cleavers fit him better. So, but honestly, they're gonna look cooler. So, yeah. Some improvements.
Out of curiosity, how do you pronounce your last name?
Strakowski.
Strakowski. So that's the Jewish name, huh?
Apparently, well, it's Polish, but I mean, I don't know with like Ashkenazi Jews. I don't know what is a Jewish, Ashkenazi name or not. But yeah, my dad's side, they're a whole bunch of Eastern European, but all mostly Jewish. I've never done a DNA test. I don't give a shit. Yeah. I do have like family in Israel. Like there's a branch of the family that still practices. So yeah.
I'm all kobold. Let there be no doubt.
We do know that. I believe you.
Interiors and stuff.
Yeah.
You're so Jewish.
Totally, yeah. I can't even claim that though, because I didn't like even grow up in America, that side of the family. So I was like, oh, I don't know what that means. So all the interiors are gonna be in color now. Yeah.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? Especially with the snow. It reminds me of that game Warcraft from Blizzard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Oh, thanks.
How long, when it comes to character design, does it take you long to come up with new demons?
New demons? No, I can come up with them pretty much on the fly now. Yeah, I think it took some practice at first because, well, at first what was hard was I was trying to find a unique look for how I want to draw my demons, because I'm not just like, I didn't want to just copy what someone else did, but I also didn't want them to vary too much because I'm not going to spoil too much, but they're all from the same place, but so there's like similarities between them, even if they have like, it's like where they have tentacles and where they have like spikes and stuff. But I had to like solidify a look. It's like none of them are hairy. They all have these certain abilities. This is how they eat people. So that took a long time to work out. But now that I have all that worked out, it's pretty easy to just like, come up with them on the fly. Because when you're designing monsters, a lot of it is just shape language. So that's the way you have to think.
Shape language?
Mm-hmm. Like think about how the overall shape of, and it applies to characters too. Think about how like the overall shape of your design looks. Like you want that to be the most important thing. So it's like, well, all my characters have a shape. Like Kazumi is very triangular. Yomi is more round. Iskul is like more square. And so I'm really bad at teaching, but there you go. Basically the overall shapes of like, how the way you design a character, and that affects how the readers feel when they look at that design, and you have to keep that in mind.
So racist. If there can be Asian Mormons, there can be Asian Jews.
There are Asian Mormons. We had, well, were they Mormons or no? They were Jehovah's. We had Jehovah's Witnesses in Taiwan, guys. Like I'd be like riding on my scooter, and they just like bike up next to me and be like, "You want to talk about religion?" I'm like, "Where am I?"
No, I'm busy writing.
Yeah, go away.
Frog G says full color unless you get the black and white variant. Not sure which to get. Get both.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, people really like the grayscale. I mean, technically it's grayscale, you know. It's not technically black and white, but you know what I mean. It's just the inked and shaded pages, and a lot of people really liked it, and they're like, "Oh, I want it to be in black and white." I swear my colorist is fantastic. If you look at like the first few images, that's Carlos is my colorist, so his work will no, the cover, that's my work, but yeah, that's his work. And if you go to the website, I have like all three color pages up there. So
No,
have you seen the website? If you can scroll down a bit, please.
Oops.
Yeah, it's right at the top there.
Hello.
Yeah. So by the way, I have a giant preview at the very top.
This one?
No, that goes back to Indiegogo on the left side.
Preview?
Yep. I have 20 page preview, and I'm not going to do that for every chapter, but I wanted, because it's chapter 1, I wanted people to see what they were getting. So those pages are colored by Carlos. He's very, very good. He's worked for Oni. He's done a lot of work for Oni Press on a lot of their Western and a lot of their fantasy books, and he also loves drawing monsters, so he's going to do a fantastic job.
Cool. Wow, 20-page preview.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not going to do this for every chapter, but I know some people are hesitant about showing that much of the work, but I'm like, it's not the full chapter. Like, I still want, you'll get your money's worth if you buy the actual book, and I'm not going to put the color pages up, so the color pages and the rest of the chapter and all the extra content exclusive to people who actually buy the book. But because this is chapter 1, and I know people, you know, I want people to be sure this is what they're getting. So I want to be completely open and put this preview up for them to read.
Nice. Sweet. Excuse me. Yeah, so check out Fiendish.com, fiendishcomic.com. It's got all kinds of great information on the book and the world.
Yep, and there will be more as the project progresses. I have so much world building material. I'm holding so much back.
Yeah, no doubt. If you got all this plan on your world map, gee, that's a lot of effort put in already. And you've even got the longitude and longitude mapped out?
Oh no, that's bullshit. That's not the actual longitude. Yeah, I just wanted to put a fancy compass thing over it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I do know where the Arctic circle is, but I didn't draw it on here.
Character profiles.
Yep. Yeah. Ooh, hover over them, please. Yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's the Narsa, which is the writing system I came. I've been building a language, and I also have a writing system for my world. So, for the continent that the story takes place in. So I thought it'd be cool to have their names in the Narsa. And if you see on the left side, I have a section that is in the Narsa language. Right now, all I have in that section is just the basic phonetic alphabet, but there's a lot more to the language, and as the story progresses, I'll be adding like a dictionary to it. Well, a partial dictionary, and like I also have a character writing system, because the way the writing system is designed is kind of like Japanese, where you have the phonetic parts, but you also have symbolic writing, like how kanji works in Japanese. I know it's going to piss a lot of people off, but like that just kind of made sense to me because it works like Mandarin. So I just started building like an iconographic writing system. So this is a phonetic part of the alphabet. And there's a lot more to it. I'll be adding to all these sections as the story progresses. And I think like starting from like probably chapter 3 or probably chapter 2, but I have a magic system as well, but I don't want to, like, it doesn't come into play in like the first chapter and the second chapter. Well, the second chapter introduces it, but when that starts to come into the story, I'll add a section for that as well. So it's going to be a giant encyclopedia where everybody can come to reference anything you need for this comic and the world building.
My gosh.
Yep.
Dang, this is really thought through. Oh, this is epic stuff.
And you can send me weird messages. Actually, please don't. Actually, I don't care. It might just be funny. Send me whatever you want. Oh yeah, I have a shirt.
You've already got merch.
It's actually just for myself. I wanted to order a shirt, so I put it up on Redbubble. I don't know who would actually want this, but there you go. There's a shirt and a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, pillows, drawstring.
Yeah.
Tote bags, pins, travel mugs.
Yeah.
Cards, masks, spiral notebook, hardcover journal.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All kinds of stuff.
Man. All kinds of stuff, literally.
Yep.
That was pretty sweet. So, oops. Fiendishcomic.com.
Yes. Check it out.
Oops, wrong one.
Ooh, I saw that one too. That one looks good.
Yeah.
So many comics I have to back. Oh my god. Oh, what do I do?
You get them all. Welcome, Angela Straven.
Hello, Angela Straven.
Looks good.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Hit back. Oh, all right. Let's go back some more. Indiegogo. Yeah, get in on that 20-page preview if you want to get a closer look at that.
Yeah, go take a look. So you can be sure that you'll enjoy what you see.
All right. Out of curiosity, how did your art book campaign do?
Oh, it got funded. I was only asking for, I think, like, how much did I ask for? I think I asked for 900. Because I was gonna do a really small print run, but I got 2,500 in the end.
Oh wow!
So, I mean, not bad for a nobody, which is, what it was.
Well, you're
for just an art book. There's no like story content, so yeah.
Yeah, but art books are pretty popular.
I suppose, but I am a nobody.
No, you're a somebody. You go to conventions and sell your art book every year.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Well, so, what was I going to say? So on that one, is that art book even? Is it still available, or did you like close it down? Is it no longer?
Oh no, we're sold out. I put like 20 up. I found because people were asking for it, so I realized I had extra. So I put 20 up. And those sold out, and then I put another 16. I went through my storage, dug up the last like batch I had. I can't find any more. I don't have any more unless my mom has some in Taiwan, but I don't think she does. Like that's it. So
you're not going to go double check and search your house and search your.
I have searched I don't have any more in my house. Actually, I have like 2 copies, but it's like I want to keep those.
Oh, so you're not going to do a third chance campaign and put 2 of them?
I mean, if people are that desperate, but I don't even. I gotta check. I'll do a final count, and if people really, I wasn't expecting people to want the art book, but that's really cool.
Well,
I am going to message my mom in Taiwan literally because they were printed in Taiwan. So like I'm gonna be like, hey, do you have boxes of this there? If you do, like ship it to me. So if there are more over there, I will fucking ship them from Taiwan and put them up before Friday. So there you go.
I mean,
I only have like 2 copies for myself here.
Yeah, I mean,
one is for me, one is for my aunt.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
If you happen to do a second printing of it or release another art book, I'd be interested for sure.
Oh, I'm thinking of it, and thank you.
Let me see here. Thanks for backing Fiendish. Chapter 1, Demons. Your contribution ID is 286.
Oh, thank
you! Hooray!
Yay!
El Gargo, backer 287 because you're cute.
Thanks! Yay!
Ain't it
whatever it takes to get my comic funded.
She's so fluffy. Pretty awesome. Loving it.
Yeah.
Loving it. So on this campaign, let's see. You said the first campaign you asked for like 900, right?
Yeah, it was very little.
And then for this one, this is your first crowdfunding comic book.
Yeah, the first comic campaign.
You went with 2,500. Did you actually spend time reviewing other campaigns on Indiegogo and seeing how people set theirs up and kind of model yours after that, or do you?
Yeah, I took a look, but I kind of realized. I mean, I knew I couldn't copy what other people did because everybody's kind of campaign is different. But I definitely looked at what other people, how they set up their campaigns. But I also hadn't backed that many projects at the time. But the ones I had backed, I referenced like how they set up like their perks and all that stuff. So yeah, but still, there's been a lot of things I had to learn throughout this campaign. Like, I didn't know, like the whole sketch cards things I wasn't aware of, or I hadn't thought of setting that up because I didn't know who to go to for sketch cards. Because it's really weird, even though I've been doing comics, like Marvel comics and stuff for like going on almost 10 years now since I started college. There hasn't really been a group of friends that I go to and talk to about. It's really weird, right? Because, you would think that it would be like you'd be friends with people that do what you do, but it hasn't been that way. So the only people I could go to for extra art were Nick, who is my colorist, and he's also the artist of the extra poster number 2 on this campaign, and Yvonne, who's another artist friend who's in my D&D group. And it's like I didn't really have anyone to go to who it was very strange, but I mean, now I know people.
I know.
So there will be sketch cards, there will be more exclusive posters and stuff for chapter 2.
I was gonna say you'll easily find plenty of people who do sketch cards in this arena.
Yeah. But it's weird. It's like I've been doing comics, but there were no comic friends around. It was just this void. Everybody doing their own thing. Very strange.
So are you saying that you were actually working for Marvel Comics for a while?
Yeah, I worked for Marvel for a few years.
Oh, okay. What were the books you worked on?
I was always a fill-in artist, so it's not like I was like the artist on a book. They never, I don't know, but I feel like they didn't like me that much. They never put me on like a main book. But I also, I don't want to completely blame them because, I mean, I will blame them for a lot of it because first of all, they were never, I was never on a book that really fit my style. So like I was like forcing myself to draw, and they were kind of putting me on YA books, which it's very, very strange because I think because like my style is kind of manga, so they assume, well, that's YA, but that's not my genre, and that's not my portfolio. But they were putting me on YA books, so I was forcing a style, and I wasn't doing my best work, and I know I wasn't. So I wasn't able to get anywhere. I was a fill-in artist. I was filling on Gwenpool, on Silk. I did some Marvel superhero adventures, other things I don't remember because I don't super care right now. So I did a little Deadpool thing. Deadpool was cool, but they never hired me for more of that. So yeah, it was weird. I kind of worked for them on and off over a few years. It was pretty steady for like 2 years, but then Silk got canceled, and I actually really liked working on Silk. But then it got canceled, and then it just like everything fell off a cliff. So I wasn't even asked for more work from them, and that's when I just decided I'm kind of gonna do my own thing because I wasn't. I don't know. I feel like at the time I wanted to do comics, and I was reaching for it. Anyway, I wanted to get out of doing animation and games. I wanted to do comics for a living, and everybody says, well, you work for Marvel and DC. That's how you do it, and I gave it a chance. Right. But I felt like I didn't fit there. And I'm not sure, part of it, DC straight up told me it's because my style is too manga. And I've sent my work to them, and they didn't like well, they said it was good, but they didn't like the manga style. So I was like, well, I can't do anything about that. So, and in Marvel, I feel like I got kind of typecast. So I wasn't able to expand, and there wasn't room for anything that I actually wanted to draw for me. So I decided how to do my own thing.
Yeah, it seems like both of those companies are now trying to get the audience of manga because they're like using the style of art and doing more stuff with samurai and things like that.
Yeah, they're trying, but like from the perspective of someone who comes from manga, I feel like it's a meme. I say that a lot, but I mean, that's all I grew up reading because I was in Asia. That's all we had.
Right.
Like it's so unappealing. Nothing they're doing appeals to me because it all feels so fake.
Yeah,
I'm just getting more and more honest by today, but I'm sure people love it. Like it does. It feels like they're just blatantly being like, manga's what's selling. Let's do the mangi thing.
Yeah.
So those Chinese cartoons, and it doesn't like they're missing what really makes manga. Like I don't think they can replicate the success of manga, right? Because the success of manga is due to the fact that these are stories created by individual creators, like small teams of 1 or 2 people, and it's the passion in the stories, and it's that these are self-contained stories that have like an end. They're not these giant franchises that run on forever and ever and are just passed from one creator to the next, because that's what means superhero comics here feel like a lot. And I've always been really weirded out, coming from a place where I was always reading manga. Like I get that with superheroes, there are talented people, and there are definitely good artists who draw it, and there are good writers who can take a character and make a good story out of it. But overall, like if you zoom out and look at the entire, the way superhero comics functions, it's corporatized entertainment. And even if you have gems within this massive corporatized entertainment, overall, it's a giant factory, and that's not something I think you can sustain forever. I think once the original idea runs out, like you can regurgitate, you can keep on rebooting Spider-Man, you can keep on rebooting Iron Man, but at the end of the day, like stories need an ending, and people are going to get tired of you trying to sell the same thing to them with different packaging for like the 200th time. So that's going to piss someone off, but that's always how it seemed to me from the outside. And what would be nice, it would be if superhero comics created new characters, but it doesn't seem like they're super doing that. It seems like there's a lot of like just rebooting old characters or changing them, and they don't want to. It's not appealing to me, and it's not because I don't like action. It's not because of all that stuff. It doesn't really, it seems like it's too corporatized, and it's like a factory of let's pump out comics. That's what it felt like working in it too. So like the people that I worked in with, like especially like on a couple of books, they're on Gwenpool and Silk, like the people themselves were fantastic and I enjoyed working with them. But for like the series after that, it was really weird. I don't know if it was just they decided I was the fill-in girl because I can be very fast if I have to. So they're like, oh, she can draw cute things and she can draw fast. So let's just keep on putting her on these cute things and give her short deadlines and underpay her, which they kept on cutting my pay, which is also not great. So it felt like I never really built a connection with the people I was working with. It was just, here's a script, get it done. Okay, bye. Hey, do you have time? We need this in a week. Okay, bye. And it wasn't what I was in comics for. I didn't get into comics to live like that. So yeah, it wasn't for me.
Yeah. Indie is its own beast. Learning curve is understandable.
I'm trying.
Heard Jose Garcia say he wanted to do something for your campaign.
I saw, and I said I would love to collaborate. Well, he said he wanted to collaborate. So so I don't know what he means by doing something for a campaign like now, like in the last few days. I mean, I'm open to it, but Whatever he means, I'm open to it. He's awesome. His work is awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, I backed his book.
So you came up with the flex goal of 2,500. Did you go with flex goal because you knew no matter what, no matter how well it did, you were gonna release the book and fulfill?
Oh yeah.
And then
because I wasn't sure if I would reach 2,500 because at the time it seemed like a really high goal to me, but I knew that it was gonna happen no matter what. So I was like, even if I don't reach it, like I want the people who liked it to get the product.
I think for a lot of new creators, 2,500 is a decent goal to shoot for. A lot of campaigns don't even make that much, unfortunately.
Yeah. I see some pretty good work that doesn't make that much too. It's sad.
I mean, that's what turned me into a indie comics promoter, a CG promoter. The very fact I browse through these campaigns and see all the talented story behind them, and it was just shocking that these things didn't get funded.
Yeah.
I thought, well, maybe there was a chance I could like bring more eyes to it and help get these people funded.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it's really hard to find. It's easy to get buried in like the crowdfunding landscape, right? And I notice even the algorithm is weird, and sometimes weird stuff will be on, it's the algorithms is all fucked. I have no idea how it works. And obviously like the top funders and the people who have done this many times will always be at the top, but then sometimes good stuff that's just new gets buried. And well, I was worried about that. I also see it happening to other people. So like every day it looks like I'm finding a new campaign that I didn't know about. Yeah. But like having people doing what you do and bringing artists on and promoting their stuff, like I feel like YouTube is so central to doing indie comics, and there is really no other way, because I mean you can retweet stuff as much as you want, but that's still like, well, it's not that helps. And Twitter is great for self-promotion, but really if you want to talk about a campaign and talk about the story and a pitch, like YouTube is perfect for that. So like this whole network of people who bring people on streams, I love it. And I'm doing it myself as well. I do like a Wednesday night stream, which is supposed to be an art stream, but I invite people to come on and talk about their work if they want to. So like, because I want to see good comics as well. I want people to get their stuff funded. I want to own more good indie comics, because indie is where it's at.
Yeah, so, that's
fantastic.
Eric is asking, what is your approximate fulfillment date?
It's originally set for August. Now that the book is going to be colored, I need to talk to Carlos, my colorist. I'm actually meeting with him right after this, but I'm still aiming for late August. But it might end up being September, because I have to wait for him to color the book, and then it has to go to the printers. If I push the fulfillment to September, I'm going to send out a digital PDF of the book to all backers, so everybody has the book in their hands by the end of August. And so the physical book will be out either August or September at the latest.
Nice. And the 2,500, is that rough? More or less just covering the printing, the cost of shipping, domestic and international, and is any part of it like also to help help pay you for your time and all the work you put into it?
Oh no, that wasn't paying me at all. That was all gonna be towards like printing the book and shipping, and yeah, I was not expecting to get paid a single cent for this. And still, like, I think overall with the funds that we have now, the book will make a profit, but I'm not paying myself. I've had my own publishing company. This is being published under my company Hellion Arts, and I'm going to use it to fund future projects, and I want to hire people to help make my next campaign better. So, and help like create better like side items for this whole project going forward. I'm actually trying to build a website reader instead of just going on a platform like Comixology. I want to have a reader within the Fiendish.com website, and building websites costs a lot of money, but I'm saving up to fund that as well. So
Wow.
everything is going right back into this project.
Wow, pretty impressive. Everybody back this campaign, Fiendish.
Back it.
If you've already backed it, thank you so much for your support. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
If you've already backed it, consider backing it again. Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady.
Yay,
if you don't have the means just yet to back this definitely cool campaign, consider sharing it all over your social media. Share the link to the campaign, share it from the website, share it from this stream, all that good stuff.
Yay.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you. That was a very good announcer voice ad. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, so you're at 496%.
Yeah, but that's also because the original goal was pretty bare bones.
Well, I love whenever I see triple-digit percentage. Cool.
It's pretty cool.
And yeah, like as I mentioned, a lot of campaigns are lucky if they hit 2,500, 3,000, but you're at 12,405 for 273 backers.
I am honored.
That's a testament to the quality of this campaign.
Oh, thank you.
And very cool introduction. Fiendish is an independent fantasy comic by Irene.
It's fine.
Strichels.
It's fine. You can skip it.
Taking inspiration from pagan cultures around the world and merging influences from both Eastern and Western comics, Fiendish follows a group of young men and women as they seek the truth behind a demon infestation. The first chapter, Demons, is an action-filled 46-page introduction to this mystery tale, and this printed volume will include 10 pages of extra content, a preface to this constructed language of Ninarsa, as well as guest pinups from Carlos Nicolas Zamudio and Ivan Pineda. And as the 10K stretch goal has now been reached, that means the final book will be in color. Then we get this exciting new project off the ground and get the book plus several limited run items in return.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, so you got this really sweet interiors. Do you consider yourself a traditional artist, a digital artist, or both?
Well, these are all digital. These are 100% digital. I can do traditional art, but digital is just so much more convenient. Like, I don't have to scan it and clean it and shit. So
when you were in art school, did they push everyone to go digital?
Not really. No. I think most of the classes we had some teachers that were old school. So actually it was very much traditional work. It was traditional inking and only colors were digital. So we actually weren't taught a lot of digital art. Now it might have changed, but I don't want to reveal how long ago I went to art school. So
what are your tools of the trade since you're very much a digital artist?
Good old Photoshop.
Oh, really?
Okay. That's it.
What? Just Photoshop?
Yep.
Do you use a stylus?
Well, I use a stick and sand. No, I do use a stylus. I do have my darling computer set up. I have a Cintiq. It's like this. It's like this. They have like this cheaper version of a Cintiq, like 22-inch. That's only like about $1,200. It's really nice.
Oh.
It doesn't have the side controls, but I don't use those anyways. So yeah, I have that, and I have a hefty Nook computer. But yes, I mean I need a good computer anyways because I don't know, my files are like 2 gigs. But yeah.
Files. Wow. Do you work digitally in like 11 by 17?
Yeah. What is the dimensions for this? Sure, 11 by 7. Well, yeah, it's 11 by 17.
400 dpi?
No, I work at 600.
Ooh, nice.
I'm nuts. But, well, the thing is, it's fine as I always get a lot of RAM and my computer can handle it, but also I realized it's very useful when I need to zoom in for when I'm making videos and promoting it. So I always work at 600 DPI.
How much RAM do you have?
I have like, I think, how much do I have? I think I have like 36.
36 gig?
Yeah, it's a shit ton.
Oh, all right. I was going to say, I thought I was expecting you to blow my system out of the water. I'm at 64.
Oh shit! Yeah, no. Well, I don't do like 3D modeling anymore. So if I was doing animation 3D modeling, I need more RAM. But this is enough to just run like heavy Photoshop files.
Now, does your work on this project give you like renewed interest in going back into 3D modeling, perhaps to make those figurines you're talking about?
Oh yeah, kind of. It's renewed my interest in a lot of things, but at the same time, I'm realizing that I can't do everything myself. So I'm at the point where I feel like some people specialize in certain things, and I know how to do a lot of things. I did some 3D modeling, and I do sculpture. I still do sculpture, and I do like obviously the leather and woodcraft stuff. But I think I would like to hire people to do like the toys and the 3D printing for the figurines that I want to do, because I want to design everything, and I can provide them designs, I can provide turnarounds, but I want somebody that has a lot of experience doing the printing and doing the modeling to handle like the final product.
That makes sense.
So, and it's giving other people, employment as well. So, and I like being able to, have other people do what they love and have it be seen. So that's definitely something I want to do. So I want to get to the point where like I can handle like the core of the project, but I want to bring on other people to do like other products, to do the coloring and all that stuff.
Collaborations and stuff.
Yeah. You create creative, even if it's like your own project. You can't do everything yourself, and collaborative creativity is very helpful, because like other people can make up for what you don't have. Because I can do 3D modeling, but 3D modeling takes a long time, and then for like the printing and casting, for that part you definitely want to go to someone who not just has a machine, but that takes experience, and you have to know how to like print it, because it takes a lot of time to like know how to program a machine and like to process it, and like it's just all that, those like hundreds of hours I might be spending doing that, I could be drawing the comic, right?
For sure.
So it's just makes more sense to like bring other people on. Absolutely.
Johnny Cage says, I think I may know a guy that can help you put on an online reader on your site.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm always open to more help. I'm also actually talking to someone who's doing like graphic design and web design from college, but I mean, I'll see what your person says. Maybe they can do a different part of the website, or we'll talk.
What age group is the book geared towards?
It's pretty mature. I'm actually not sure, because again, I feel like I have a really bad gauge for this, because like I'm used to manga, and manga like grades age groups differently. So there is nudity, and it's very violent, and there's monsters and there's blood, but it's not like explicit nudity. So I don't. Right, it's not like NC-17. It's not even like quite like Berserk. So, but like, it's bloody. They're boobs. Whatever. Yeah, I don't like censoring that stuff. Yeah, probably at least teen. I don't know. I was reading that stuff when I was like 13, so I don't know about you guys.
Do you happen to have like your own test audience that you can show the book off to and see how different age ranges react to it?
Well, I do. I've shown I've shown a few friends, but my friends all tend to be around my age, so it's a very bad test audience. Yeah, the only friends I know who have kids have very young kids, so it's like I don't think we want to go there. Yeah.
What about says cool looking creature?
Thank you.
Yeah, every time I look at this image, it makes me think that's going to be a good figurine, or maybe even an action figure.
Yeah, I want to make action figures of, the little figurines of the characters, but also the monsters. So, on the gaming board, you have the characters and you have the creatures as well. So I want to make all of those.
Eric says,
that'll be a thing.
Blood and boobs are good.
Yeah, so there's blood and boobs. So it's up to your discretion what age group it is. I don't know. Yeah, blood. There you go. They will all be in color. Huh? Oh, you can ignore that. I talked about all that. Whatever.
Oh, correct me if I'm wrong, but Silk is part of the Spider-Verse, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is Silk somehow related to Spider-Woman?
No, she was. What the fuck happened to her? She was bitten by the same spider as Peter Parker.
The same one?
I think so. The same one or a different one.
Oh.
I don't know, but she's like a different version of Peter Parker, basically.
Oh, so like.
But she was like sequestered away in like a vault for years and then released. She has a weird story. Cool costume though.
So we got the various perks here.
Yeah.
Air. Oh, so it's elemental. The book, the physical copy of Fiendish. Dang, that's really reasonable. That's probably part of why your campaign is doing so well.
I am cheap. Well, I mean, it seems like that's a reasonable price.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not going to overcharge people.
Yeah.
And these are all mini prints. So you can get. I have a couple of large size posters with the add-ons, but these are comic book size posters.
Okay, all right. You're ahead of the game. You answered my questions before I even.
Yeah.
Air is a book. Water is the book plus a poster, a comic book size poster. Gold is a book plus 2 posters. Earth is the book plus 3 posters. Heat is a book plus 3 posters plus a demon standee. Nice. What is it made of?
The standee is going to be like, have you seen those anime character like acrylic standees? They're like printed, a character drawing printed on a little cutout of an acrylic, and there's a little plastic stand.
Gotcha. All right, I know what you're talking about.
I think Kyung Lee's campaign for Common America had one.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like that.
Oh, that was Tim Lim, right? Common America. But Kyung Lee did Battle Maiden Knuckle.
Oh, it was that one. I'm sorry.
But he did. I think he had one too for a limited time. Yeah,
it'll be like that.
The standees are becoming popular too.
Oh yeah, because I want to make toys, but it's the first campaign. I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. For the second book, I think I will have a demon toy for the second book.
Oh wow!
So yeah, I want to come up with like a little toy for every campaign. But for this is the first one. I was like, acrylic standee. It's kind of like a toy. It's something that I can handle for book 1.
Well, I mean, the fact that you're even going with standees and wood burn plaques, that's a huge jump for a first campaign.
Oh,
so that's pretty impressive.
Cool.
I like how this in the Spider-Man animated series, Peter kept the spider that gave him his powers. Did he really? No, I didn't know that.
Cute. How do you do that? Do you just catch it and keep it? They don't live that long. Well, it is a radioactive spider, so whatever.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I thought the idea was it bit Peter, and then it died soon after. Maybe I'm thinking too much of the live action movies. Let's see, Demons, and then you got Plasma, the book, 3 comic-sized posters, the Demon Standee, and a monster plaque. Hoo-wee. What made you think of doing the monster plaques? Is wood burning something you'd been doing for a while?
Yeah. So for a while I was doing coasters. So I don't know how I came up with the idea. I mean, other people have done it before too. Oh, I know. So I took a leatherworking class and I got into doing leatherwork, and I realized one day while I was at a craft shop, I could take these little these little wooden plaques that they have for crafts, and I could and they're the same wooden plaques as you would use for maquette bases. And I sculpt like figurines and maquettes too. So actually here, this is one that's apparently never going to get done. Yeah, I'm working on this. I mean, it looks like a burn victim right now, but eventually this will actually look like a character. So I do sculptures. I haven't had time to work on this. I've been so busy. So like, I just saw those and I realized, well, why don't I burn like designs on? Because so the connection between leathercrafts was I was taking this leatherwork class and I wanted to the instructor was just randomly like, here's a soldering iron, you draw, right? You want to draw a pattern on it? And I got really carried away. So everything I made was I made these like wallets with like like burned like pyrograph drawings on it. They're actually on my website. I sold a bunch of them at conventions. So then I had these wooden plaques at home and I saw them in my craft store. So I bought those and I started doing those as coasters and selling them, and people really liked them. So I was just thinking of what I could do that was really special for an original art tier for this campaign, and it just clicked.
Wow, sweet. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Thanks.
It's definitely something I want to get in on. Oliver from 656 Comics, welcome.
Hey.
This comic book looks great. Love the grayscale.
Thank you. Well, it'll be in color now, but there's also a grayscale version. So, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Guest posters by Carlos Nicolas Zamudio and Ivan Pineda on the right. Works in progress.
Yeah, well, Carlos's is done. The one on the left is just finished, but Ivan, he's super busy right now, but that's going to be in color as well.
Oh, wow.
So those will both be colored. I hope he better color it. If he doesn't, I will. Yeah, I think he's busy. And there's a Demon Standee. So that's the final art for it.
Oh, it is the final art. Nice.
Yeah.
Check it out. Approximately 4 inches tall. Add-on perks. Book, an extra copy of it. Fiendish. Full-size poster by Irene. Now, what do you mean by full-size? What are the dimensions?
Oh, those will be tabloid size, 11 by 17.
Oh, okay, all right. Nice.
Yeah, like big. Actually, I might go bigger. I have to look into what the printer offers. But either way, those will unfortunately have to fold them, but I will try to be gentle. There's no real way to ship them otherwise. But yeah, those are like the posters, and I have the one that's by myself and the one by Carlos, and you can also get a extra stand like Demon Standee if you want. And the art book is sold out, so that is no longer available.
Dang it!
I apologize.
No! Dang it!
No!
I missed out on it.
I should have printed more. I would have known like 3 years after I printed it, people would want it.
Well, you can always either do a second printing of it, or you can, collect some of your other art and make a new, another annual.
Oh, I think I will. If I do a second printing, I think I'll switch out some of the stuff, do like a second edition, and I'll have it with chapter 2. So
that'd be cool. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure about 11 by 17 specifically. But some people are trying this thing where you put the poster in a sleeve, and then you lay it down first in the bottom of the, for example, Gemini mailer or media mailer.
Mm-hmm.
You lay the one end down, then you put the books on it that are part of the tier that they pick up, and then you gently fold it over.
Oh.
So it has more of a curve instead of
that's a great idea.
piece.
Oh shit!
And
Yeah, I'll
then
try to do that. I don't know about. I think 11 inches might be able to fit.
there's also
Look.
I think some creators are also exploring the possibility of slightly different size box whereby you could literally roll up the poster nice and slim. Also,
I'd have to know like what brand of the boxes they're using. I mean, that would be great.
yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head, but one of the creators I had on was talking with. We were talking about that. And I can totally understand why creators don't do this, but I happen to be a fan of movie posters, which are 24 by 36.
Oh boy!
So
yeah, they're so huge.
Yeah, but I understand that hardly anyone's gonna take the plunge for those because it can get kind of costly with having to get fees and stuff.
Yeah.
So the regrowth art book is gone.
It's gone.
Funds distribution, 60% printing and manufacturing, 20% packing and shipping, 15%. Oh, you even factored in taxes and fees.
Of course.
Wow.
It's a lot, as we all know.
For some reason, I thought taxes would be similar to income tax, where sometimes it feels like you're getting charged 30-40%, which is but it probably isn't quite that much.
It's not that much, but it is still a shit ton.
Sizable. Yeah
Stretch
goals: getting the project funded at $2,500. All backers get a high-res desktop and phone wallpaper package. And here's a potentially stupid question, but when you make a desktop and wallpaper image, actually, I guess they look pretty much the same regardless of whether you're using Android or iPhone, right?
Yeah, because the dimensions would pretty much be the same. So I just cut to like the highest resolution available on like a current phone, and usually when people, as long as it's a higher resolution than your phone, when you set a wallpaper, most phones will let you set the zoom and like crop it. So I just make sure it's like real high res and it's like a general vertical shape, and we're good.
And I think I keep forgetting to ask people about this, but when you do so, do you usually just provide the highest res version of it, or do you do like 1200 by 1600, 800 by 600, 1024 by 768, 600 by 400?
Oh, I don't do like no. I tend to do. I don't do the highest res possible. Because the highest res possible is my 600 DPI files, and that would like kill some people's phones.
Oh.
But like I tend to do like at least 2000, like 1080 or like HD resolution, and that seems to be enough.
Nice. Holy crap. Holy crap.
Hey?
Publishing Pizza Medi. Irene for reaching 12K right after Open Mic Monday ended.
Hi Pete. I was on Open Mic Monday, and like we were trying to get to 12K, and like people in the chat were like refresh, because I think a couple people backed it, but like it was at $2 to 12K, and then he had to end the show, and it was like, no, we didn't get to 12K, we didn't get that moment. So it was literally at 11,998.
Oh man!
And show was closed. So
If I'd have been able to make it to the stream, I would have been that backer to help out.
Oh, well, I appreciate the thought. It was right after too, so.
Welcome, Pete. Welcome,
we tried.
Pete. Good to have you, Pete.
Yeah.
For some reason, when I think sculpting, I think either classic sculpting masters or trashy romance novels. I wonder why.
That's weird. Yeah, why would you think of romance novels?
I usually think of that movie Ghost. With and
is that like a common theme in romance novels, like sculpting?
Probably.
I don't know. I don't read them, so.
I don't either. Pete, Oliver.
Hey,
hail. Double hail. Triple hail. Quadruple hail. Have a great night, everyone. Just dropping by to give a congrats and leave a thumbs up. Thank you so much.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
It's an honor to have you, Pete. Hey, publishing Pete Samedi. When are you going to lay the smackdown on Pepito Bancrofto?
I see that. I saw a Bancroft stream today, and he seems to have accepted the challenge. They seem to Pete issued a challenge after I was on his show, apparently, because he was angry at the Bancroft bump, and then Bancroft's show today was I don't know. It seems like there's gonna be a throwdown.
Ooh! Oh my God!
We might be in for a show.
Oh wow!
Am I starting shit? I'm not trying to start shit, you guys. No, it's all
sure you are.
It was so funny. Bancroft's awesome, by the way. And Pete as well.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
No, don't. Stop.
Calling it a night. Catch the rest on replay.
Okay. Have a good night. Later.
Later, Dad.
Oh my God, where'd they even find that thing?
Yeah, it's one of those goofy apps that.
So weird.
I
hate those things.
I view them as kind of a guilty pleasure. I mean, I like seeing what kinds of crazy stuff comes out of those, but I try not to do them myself because if you saw the recent tweets and retweets, those apps want so much control and they want the ability to do all this suspicious stuff.
Let me post to your Twitter for you and access what you're posting.
Yeah.
Right, that's not sus.
Yeah, I know, really. Isn't that crazy?
Sure is.
Definitely back Fiendish Chapter 1, Demons. Back it today. If you've already backed it, thank you so very much. We definitely appreciate the support. Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady. If by chance you don't have the means to back it at this time, or maybe you're waiting for a paycheck or another stimulus bill, then please consider sharing this all over social media. Get more eyeballs on this awesome project. I can't believe it took so long for me to come across it.
So many things get buried in crowdfunding.
Yeah, we're so close to the end of funding. Did you say that you decided to go with one 60-day round of funding?
Oh no, it was 30 days at first, but then I extended it because there were so many things that I wanted to add, and then people were asking for it. People wanted me to try to get to the 10K goal to get to color, so I decided I should try it. So I did it.
You listen to the backers. Noise.
Always do. Listen to the readers.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's respecting the backers and the customers. Always.
That's what it's about. If you're a creator is nothing without their customers and without their readers.
Man, that's the truth.
You're working for them. Mm-hmm. So always respect the reader.
Yes. True that. The first chapter is completely finished. That means penciled, inked, shaded, lettered, and formatted with cover art and extra content. Completely ready to go. Therefore, no risk to you, my esteemed pleasure.
I should probably add that I mentioned that we have to color it now.
Oh.
So disclaimer, we have to. But I did post an update. It's in the updates that we have to color it. Yeah.
Therefore, there's no risk of you, my esteemed pleasure, not receiving your book.
That is true.
The largest challenge that I currently face is finding a good factory to produce the Demon Standee.
I found one. Yeah.
So is that in your updates as well?
Well,
I found a factory.
Yeah, I don't know how like exciting an update that would be because I don't have like samples of it yet. But if I do, I would post it.
Well, you still got the mock-up. You could reuse that image if you want.
Oh yeah, I should. Yeah.
We must also keep any shipping delays into account. With the ongoing pandemic, shipping will likely take longer than normal, both from the printer to me and from me to you. I'm factoring plenty of breathing room into the equation. Part of the funds will go towards paying for help packing and shipping items. Wait, you're not going with child labor?
I don't know. I do feel like carrying on the honor tradition of child labor, but sadly, all of my child labor is currently helping me color and produce standee bases or like plaque bases. They're growing the trees for these standees from scratch, and they're helping me cut them down and like all this trim. That's where my child labor is going. So unfortunately, I don't have them available for shipping. So I might actually have to pay somebody money to do stuff for me.
My
it's
God.
Weird. It's gross.
Man.
It's gross. I'll see if I can kidnap them and coerce them into working for me.
Yeah, really. I mean, what could be more fun than working on a campaign and, packing things into boxes?
It's tons of fun.
Tons of fun.
I'll convince them of it.
Mm-hmm. I'm aiming to put
by force.
Respect my authority. I am aiming to put most products, including the book perk, in your hands by August 2021.
I'm hoping. I should probably update that section because it might be September with the coloring. So yeah.
Right. Not
everybody, please note.
Other ways you can help. Yeah, check out fiendishcomic.com, especially if you want to pop in and check out that 20-page preview.
Yeah. There's a preview on the website and like a world map and other crazy stuff.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I know. The world map. Holy crap. That's awesome.
It was so much fun. Yay.
And, you got Instagram as well. Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what you decide, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your interest in Fiendish.
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Let's see. So as we went over, I always appreciate and commend creators when they offer a feature tier because it's kind of like best bang for your buck. It gives the backer a sense of the project, the campaign, the story, all at once, as determined by the creator themselves. And it's not necessarily the cheapest tier. It's not necessarily the most expensive. It's a little mixed. Usually you get a book. You might get a variant cover. You might get some swag along with it, like prints or trading cards. This one is the plasma tier, and it's got a book, 3 comic book size posters, a standee, and a custom plaque.
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
I was very proud of those plaques. So originally, I had just like the book and a poster, but people like the plaques, and I was very excited about it. So I was like, I'm going to put it up there. I know it's expensive, but I want people to see it. I just wanted people to see it.
Sure, absolutely. You mean all creators should make a bunch of kids to help them with shipping when the time comes?
Oh, no, I ain't making the kids. I'm just kidnapping them.
Well, it depends on, it depends on the route you want to go. If you're comfortable not feeding them all that much, then make a bunch, right?
No, that's true.
Yeah. Because in the end, when you, the more you have, the more you get from the government, right? For every kid.
That's true.
So you'll get plenty.
Clearly that money is for you, not the children. So if you can, I have a big yard, I can just feed them grass, and I have an attic. It's very comfortable, I swear. So So I have the perfect setup.
There you have it. There you have it.
Less trouble than kidnapping them.
The more you know. Indeed.
The more you know. That's true. This is what I'm here for. These great suggestions.
We're all learning all this great stuff.
Yes.
It's very educational, more so than public schooling.
So much. Public school never taught me how to kidnap people. I had to learn that on my own.
Yeah. I mean,
what's up with that? What a shame.
Yeah, what is up with that?
Shame of our education system.
Yeah.
Don't even teach me how to take advantage of people.
Heck
Come
yeah.
on. Gotta get ahead in this life.
Totally. We've got tier named Smoke. You get to work in grayscale.
Oh yeah, that's the new one.
Sweet.
And I was clamoring for like different names I could use, but I was using elemental names. I was like, what can I use for the grayscale one? Like, cause like I don't know, I didn't want to use like shadow or something. I was like, ooh, smoke is perfect because it's like gray. So there you go.
There you go. Nice.
Oh, and by the way, the grayscale book will have a variant cover, so it won't just be the regular cover in black and white. The variant cover is that the T-shirt, the same image as the T-shirt.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, the image over there with the pure black and white one. So that's a special variant cover.
Sweet. Yeah, as you mentioned, there was a lot of interest in a black and white version. Now that you hit the stretch goal to get it done in all color.
Yeah.
So that was a good idea because you've already got 22 claimed here.
Yeah, I was so surprised, but I'm glad people like the grayscale.
The perk Air is the book itself, as we looked at before. Water is the book plus comic book size poster. Cold is book plus 2 comic book size posters. Earth, the book plus 3 comic book size posters. Heat, bringing on the heat. The book plus 3 comic book size posters plus a standee.
I was surprised that people I thought that would be more popular because I didn't think people wanted to throw the money for like the $100 tier, but people were like, I was always surprised. I've noticed this with a lot of comic crowdfunding campaigns is people will get just the bare bones or they will get like everything. So I'm just constantly amazed. People are amazing. I was like, nobody's gonna spend $100 on my book. What? Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Holy cow. Book plus 3 posters plus standee. And I like this too. The bulk retailer perk. So you save a little money because you're getting 10 copies for $150.
Oh, and by the way, because somebody did message me and ask if you want your retailer perk, because so few people are backing it anyway, so I can keep track of it. If you want either part of your order to be the black and white version or all of it to be the black and white version instead, just DM me with your backer number. I'll make sure it happens.
Wow, that's impressive. Wow, that is so cool. Yeah, amazing stuff, man. Eric is saying, is the grayscale tier's interior going to be black and white?
Well, it'll the pages on screen right now, that's what they'll look like.
Yeah.
So right now. Yeah, as the pages are right now, that's how the they're technically grayscale, but I think because the tiers, they don't let you use long titles. I had to use just B/W, but it's not going to be just the inks. It's going to be with the shading. So, the way it looks on the website and on the campaign right now, because they haven't been colored, that is how the black and white one will be printed.
Nice. Yeah, very cool. You'll find in Comicsgate in particular that you've got a wide range of backer types, and
I've noticed
it's important to recognize that some people actually do look for the higher end ones that have everything.
Yeah.
And one of the more popular things is if if you decide to go this route with maybe your future campaigns, original art, original sketch cards, original pages from the book. Like some digital artists will do a chunk of their book digitally, and then they'll set aside like 10 pages that they'll make exclusively traditional.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll
Right.
make it available for sale. And you might in the future decide to sell the cover art in traditional. That's the beauty of the traditional work. It's extra work, yeah, but it's another thing you can add to as a tier for people to buy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I might, cause I do like working digitally, but I know people like collecting actual like physical art. So I don't know, maybe a poster, do that in traditional art. It's definitely something I'll think about next time.
All right. In response to the grayscale tier information. Okay, awesome. I'm getting that tier.
Awesome. Thank you. Yay.
Sweet.
Yay.
Yeah. So original art is very popular in Comicsgate. I think it's because, you're getting in at like the ground floor, and all these up and coming creators are making these cool books that if you can get in a chance to acquire some of the original art in their earliest projects, then it could potentially be worth a lot down the road.
Interesting. Yeah, I've been told that it's quite the collector's market, and I mean that's not something I thought of starting out, of course, but seems to be true, and I mean that's awesome.
Yeah, indeed. Everybody back, Fiendish, Chapter 1, Demons.
Yay, back Fiendish. Thank you.
We've got 3 days left of this campaign. Final closeout on funding, at least, is Friday. Is due in demand. If you've already backed it, thank you to all of you who've already backed it. Also consider maybe you might want to pick up a copy for a friend.
Yes. Oh, also, yeah, if you're international, because I know international shipping is a shit ton. You can order together, because that's why I have an extra copy of the book as an add-on item, so people can order several of the book all at one time. For like if you live close to each other outside the United States, so you can do that.
Yeah. Eric is backer 288.
Thank you! Yay!
Sweet.
You're awesome! Oh, we're up to 288 already! Oh my gosh! I should do something special if we hit 300.
Oh my god!
Backer number is also an important thing.
It is.
I like to celebrate the backer number too, because money is nice, but it's like when you see the number of people that are ordering the book, like that's really cool. I did something for 150 backers. So for 150 backers, I'm putting. Hold on, let me grab it.
All right.
So I did a test run of the demon plaques. This was my test run, and it's a little smaller than the other ones, and none of the other ones are shaped like this. And this is so this one, I decided if we hit 150 backers, I would put this in a random person's package. So now that we've hit that, someone will get this for free.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah. And I might do another one for 300. I got to think about what to do. It might be, I think it'll be another plaque, because these do seem to be very popular.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I was about to say, make the next one on a bigger plaque.
I should. I do have, I'm surrounded by stuff. I have a bunch of plaques all around me. The next one will be, maybe I'll do an oversized one. But, no, that's not fair to people who actually bought it. It'll just be the same size as the, because they're
the one that's shaped like kind of like a shield, right?
Yeah, see, it's a little bigger. So that's a size difference.
Right.
So, yeah. It's just slightly smaller. So I think I'll do one of these for 300. and I'll give away one of these full-size ones for free.
Wow. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to winning that.
It'll just be for you.
Oh man. Yeah, so thanks to everyone who already backed this campaign.
Yes, thank you.
If you just remember, you got some family and friends and relatives who'd love to get a copy of this, get it for them too. Back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady.
Yeah.
For anyone who hasn't had a chance to back or doesn't have the means to just yet, please consider sharing this all over social media. Every extra set of eyes helps.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Let's catch this trailer one more time and then we'll wrap things up.
Do you want to play it from my end? Because the original video file might be clean. It might be clearer.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Let me pull it up.
I think what was happening with when I was playing the 2 videos on my end, I think my computer was running some background processes and it was chunking up and stealing resources from the playback of the video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes my computer does stupid things like that too, but hopefully it doesn't do that now.
Oh, there it is.
Might be a little loud. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I have to dance to it every time. I actually really like the music.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's cool. Very, very, very cool. Sweet.
Woo! I think I skipped a little bit at the beginning.
A little bit, and there was a kind of a slow start because I could hear the music, and then I didn't start seeing the video until a few seconds in.
Yeah, it's weird. It's so much for things going more smoothly.
One of the quote-unquote tricks to doing playbacks of, on live streams is, you know how there, you have this section in StreamYard. Do you use StreamYard?
Yeah, I use StreamYard.
You know that you have that brand category?
Yeah.
And you can upload short video clips. I think you can upload up to 5 minutes max.
Well, you have to for the pro version, right?
Is it?
I don't know. I'm cheap. I have like the free version. I mean, I wish they had some gradient to it. It's like either $20 or nothing. Jesus Christ.
I've got so there's the free version, then there's the low end pay version, which is what I'm using, and then there's the full pay version, the highest, most expensive version.
Right.
And I don't remember how long the clips can be. I thought it was up to 5 minutes, but I'm not sure if you have to be on the highest end tier or not. I haven't tried it. I've just done a lot of shorter clips, no more than a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Oh, interesting.
But, for the short ones, you can load it in there, and it can play back easier, more smoothly.
Cool. Yeah, I'll look into that. I don't know if my version will do this, but I should do.
I'll probably give it a shot. I think Rini likes the song. Well,
maybe. I think so. Maybe.
Oh, innocent like.
Fooling anyone.
So you're at, let's see, 273 backers. You're at 277.
Ooh, 277.
So you went up by 4 backers today. And
yay!
You're now at 12,633.
Awesome.
That much closer to 300 backers. And when you hit that, then you'll have that larger size or regular size wood burning image.
Yes.
That'll be pretty sweet.
Sweet.
Alrighty. So
300.
yeah, absolutely. Let's go for 300. I am going to give you the floor, milady.
Oh.
Would you share with the world how you can be found on social media?
I may be found at this side, Rini Draws, at pretty much everywhere because I stole the name before anyone else could take it from me, and I'm glad. So I'm Rini Draws on Twitter. My YouTube channel is also Rini Draws. I stream Wednesday night, so tomorrow night at 8 p.m. EST. I don't know who I'll have on, but I'll probably have other people on. If not, I'll be drawing. And I'm also doing the closing out stream for Fiendish this Friday from like the evening, sometime in the evening until like, no, not midnight, 3 a.m. So I'm going to die. So subscribe to my channel to watch that shit show. And you could also, my Facebook page is also Rini Draws. My Instagram is Rini Draws. I have an art station and nobody cares about that. Ignore that. So, and a website. Nobody cares about that. More important than all that shit. You can follow my comic at fiendish.comic on Instagram, or fiendishcomic1word.com is the website with all the world building resources and the preview. And you can just search Fiendish and Indiegogo, and you will find my comic, which is running until Friday. You should definitely check that out. That Fiendish.
That's awesome.
I should clip that for my own channel.
You should. You should. Heck yeah, you should.
Yeah.
By all means. As usual, you know where y'all can find me. Just check out any of my streams, and you should see all my social media in the description down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Mark the bell for notifications. Indicate all notifications, so hopefully you receive every single notice of every video and stream. And drop some comments down below this video after it's done saving, and let us know what you're most excited about on Fiendish Chapter 1 Demons.
Yes, let us know.
I want to thank you all the beautiful people in the chat. Thank you for joining us today and being so awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Frog G, for modding and dropping the links.
Yes.
Thanks to everyone who watches this on replay. And thanks especially to our very special guest, Irene, a.k.a. Rini Draws.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. See you on the next stream. Bye.
Final guest is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sameti. The YouTube channel. How you doing? Welcome to the show.